recipe and the receipt. Yeah, recipe and the receipt. This is a good thing, right? A good thing. You got the recipe and the receipt. The recipe is all the conglomerates, all the things that's in it, put you in it to win it, make you see what makes up something. The chemistry, foods, be people. Could be people, man. It could be people. What could be better, right? What could be better? The recipe. Yeah, the recipe can be anything you want. Go inside the pot, right? Pot. You know. Recipe. Try to survive. Try to survive. Try to survive off of noodles and canned goods, right? Try to survive off of that. This'll humble your butt right here. This'll humble you right here. You got this. You gotta put these together, right? The green beans, the ramen noodles, with the flavor pack. The flavor pack is the best part. The noodles are pretty much nominal. Whatever you want to put in the noodles is nominal. Per se. It ain't just gotta go for it just don't go for incarceration style, institution style. It just doesn't go that way. Parmesan cheese, right? Let's see what we got. Flavor packs from Taco Bell, some salt, some pepper. Got salt, pepper, cheese. Got a flavor pack. All you do is add some water. Add water to you. Put all your ingredients in. Be creative, but you do not go over the line as much as you think you can. You be creative, but you make attention to what you're putting in. You can put too much of something in. Too much is a little too much. Too much of something is going to take you in on your taste buds. It's going to take you in on your stomach. But they had a lime chili. Not chili, but chili and Espanol. Chili and Espanol. Hey, thanks. Already, Kate. The Cure, boy. I used to play with a group called Film at 11. And we always played songs from The Cure, some originals, but mostly The Cure, because that was the cool thing to do at the time, was be in a band, a garage band. I'm doing good, man. Yeah, everything's good. Everything is everything. And yeah, God's son in the house. Kurt in the house. This monkey is some dumb monkey right here, boy. This monkey is some dumb monkey. I went the whole different route on my life, man. Yeah, I'm into like recycling. That's not cool. We trying to make it cool, right? It's cool to think about it. Yeah, this monkey is not in school, bro. Not in school or Brooklyn Zoo. Or the Bronx Zoo. Or San Diego Zoo. Yeah, I love San Diego. Boy, that is a good place. Already, OG up in there doing it, man. Trying to get his hairline back. Trying to tease my hair. Now it's getting thin like my dad's. Getting real thin. So I got to take care of that part right there. His hair receded, but I kind of kept mine right there. So I'm growing my hair. Yeah. Thanks, godson, and Too Cool. Appreciate y'all. What's going on today? We're talking about the recipe and the receipt. Receipt is what you want to put in it. I mean, receipt is what you get when you bought something, you buy something. But a recipe got all these ingredients. Even though you want the good out of the recipe to come to your final product, this is a recipe for happiness. And you put everything inside the cup and stir it up, heat it up, whatever you can do. Yeah, there's a list for it, okay? And you got the receipt. Receipts come in many forms. And I want to receipt it. Like everything you do. Receipt. Right? Prop Master deSz'e. Scrap TV, I'm doing it, man. It said let me move off the crutch a little bit. But hey, it's not a crutch. This is me. This is what I do. You don't have to always be something like that. But yeah, receipt. So I got the recipe and the receipt. Saying maybe I bought the recipe or I stole the recipe or I mimicked the recipe or I added to the recipe, took away from the recipe. And we've already talked about like the knockoff drinks. The knockoff drinks, man. Yeah, it's when OG is on his thing, man. OG's on his job, bro. OG done been there before. OG done been there before. I'm telling you, OG really done been there. And I didn't want to, but I had to be broken down and humbled. And I sit up tall, you know. I feel good about myself. I'm glad that I did what I did, and I'm glad that I went through whatever punishment made me better. Had to get better. It was the only way to go, because the devil don't want me on the inside. The devil's a beast. He's something else. He's weird. Very weird. Thinking I was going to be, no, I just do bad for a while. No. I don't think you finna help no devil. He don't need no help. He burns all of his constituents, all of his people that's under him. He don't have a partner. One devil. And there's a bunch of devils, right? There's a bunch of gods. Let us make man in the likeness of ours. There's more than one. Watch it. Watch it. Pay attention. It's not what it seems. But it is what it is in the spiritual world. So he'll humble you. And then you'll be in the joint or whatever. Hungry. They done gave you your food on the tray. I'm still hungry. You go heat up your thing, you put some chips with it. Heat up your food, some chips with it, whatever, some mustard, mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese, honey mustard if you can gather that. You got the chips. Even the little small ones, right? All of that up. You got canned goods. You still got this on your plate. You stir it all up. Stir it all up in a pan, put it on the heater, right? You got a hot pot the hot pan. You got the hot pan. Use a Cuisinmax. Turn your thing on, put your pot on top. Boom. Cure your hunger pain. Make yourself feel better. And you make it even better when you put all those ingredients in. When we in a crush situation, you figure out a way to make it. Life don't go your way, or life kind of leans on your butt a little bit, then you got to come up with more solutions, more things to make you feel okay, somewhat adequate for making it through the day. Every day is a different day. Sometimes every day is the same day, and you become a better person. So you have to be a better person in this scenario. And to be a better person, you have to have nutrition. Okay? Sometimes you cannot. If anybody remembers a dollar menu, you can put a 1 in the thing. Put a 1 in the like Tracy's local earnings. If you saw the whole video, then put this such and such emoji. It's a secret thing just to see if you're really paying attention. Just put a 1 in my comments if you heard what I'm saying. Making it good or not is not the point. The point is you've been humbled. Woo! You've been humbled, and you gotta survive. You really gotta survive, man. You got a project to do. You gotta survive. Can't run for shelter. You gotta survive where you are. Props to the homie and the model. I think her name Model Marie or something. Was you talking about survival of the fittest? Survival. Only the strong will survive. I didn't really like that song. But I remember it. What KRS One say? Rapping over a drum roll. That style is old. The men all pause to the room. Same thing. We got a dope beat. We got a dope beat. Drum roll, nonetheless. A boy named deSz'e is in the house. Grab TV is in the house. All the people is in the house. In the chat is in the house. Yeah. So deSz'e turns it out. Oh yeah, I gotta do it. Stick my mouth. What? Gotta get it. From the south and from the north, the east, and the west. Outside of yourself. You're getting outside of yourself, boy. You're getting outside of yourself. Is that right? Is that right? Man, that was, when he did that and we like listening to it and we're smoking, hanging out, drinking, whatever. Or just listening to music and enjoying each other. We listened to our album, my group, my rap group, we listened to albums together. When something came out brand new, or something was a classic. We listened to albums at I don't know where we got that from, but we listened to albums like, we were taking in art. We're looking at the covers, everything. We're paying attention to everything that's being said, the musical movements, the element of surprise, the camaraderie that they have in the group, the concepts, the recipe, which gave us the receipt. We went and bought that. We used that product to develop our own style, to develop our own recipe. I know we moved on. I'm not going to keep harping on the same tree, talking about CDs and stuff. But we had something tangible. Let's say the law. That CD ain't gonna play anyway. It might play something. Any rate, And, hey man, I mean, CD started off cool. And it's got ingredients. It has one song, or it could have 10, 20 songs. But they all had to be fit that 80, 74-minute format. Okay? A pot is just only so much you can put in there. You have to get a bigger pot. So you put the right ingredients in, making it interesting for the outcome to be something people can consume, can hear, can watch, can eat, can ingest, can smell. Yeah, we're talking about the senses too. Senses of your body, your human mind. Yeah, something you can, something you can feel. Something you can feel, B. Something you can feel. It's okay. It's okay. The last of my sunny delight. Juice freshly squeezed. Just that easy. It's just that easy. Yeah. You pay attention to what's supposed to go into that particular dish, that particular bowl, that particular process, doing this. If you see me cooking, I'm doing something on this one, something on that one, something in that pot, something on that cutting table, something in mind, and what I'm going to do at the end. I might put in the oven. After I do what I'm doing on the pot, put in the oven, kind of roast it a little bit, broil it, put some butter in the microwave just to liquidify the butter so it's smooth or whatever, or warm it on the pot. Add it in the pot, stir it, let everything kind of marinate. Put the top on top. Put the top on the top of the thing and let it sweat, condensate, emulsify sometimes. Whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to get a certain texture, a taste, and from the food or the way you're cooking it, the recipe. This is what you do if you're trying to get a desired effect, the end results. You want what the recipe calls for, right? Okay, then you got to do what it does. Or you do something different. Hey, you do something different, it goes in that direction, and that's on you. You put too much mustard, or you put too much honey, or you put too much milk, or you put too much sour cream, or you put too much cream, or you put too much jalapeno, too many peppers, too much serrano pepper in it. It's unbearable. You put too much. It's unbearable. The recipients who actually get to enjoy or ingest this stuff or drink or whatever, smoke or whatever they do, they're going to tell you, they're going to give you feedback and say, this is good, Uncle, OG. Yeah, I'm going to use what you said in the chat. I appreciate it. You're too cool to cool. Just too cool. Not too cool. Because too cool is two O's. So yeah, let me correct on that one right there. But too cool, yeah, I feel you. You're addressing cool by too cool. This letter goes to cool. This letter goes to cool. Put your receipt. Write your thing. That's how you wrote it, okay? And let me write it backwards. That's how you wrote it. To cool, not too cool. Bottle. Yeah. So it should be that, right? But that's okay. You got poetic license. Anybody can spell what they want to spell and do what they want to do. That's cool. You got poetic license. You got new life on everything nowadays. You can do what you want. Hey, the song has been changed. Before I spill my drink again. Mixology. Wow. Okay. In mixology, drink mixing, music mixing, you're blending things. Use a blender. Use a blender to get the desired effect, the desired taste, the desired ebb of the things that you're putting, the elements that you're putting in, the liquids, the fruits, the vegetables, the meat, or whatever you're throwing in the blender. Like the vortex. Hey, Nadine. All right. Oh, yeah, man. It's going to be a wonderful day today. Yeah, thank you. I bid you that as well because we're going to do it. Today is it. I got to get it. It was a blessing yesterday. We had a real good day yesterday. So we'll see what comes back with all the stuff I put out. I'm able to do it from over here now. Because we cleaned up. They cleaned up. And then another truck came to clean up. And I got to check some things. Fix a couple things around here. I'm going to fix a couple things before my live line comes up. I'm going to fix a couple things. And I am definitely, thanks for the like, appreciate that. I'm going to fix a couple of things around here. Some things don't need fixing. This, let's see if this gets hot. This was acquired. Let's see if it gets hot. This is a fancy little cooker thing. Where the things are right here. And I guess that's intensity. I don't know what. I've never had one of these. I would pass this by at Dillard's, Foley's, Neiman Marcus, Wally World, Target. I would pass this up because I'm not paying no $100 for this. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not. If I got the money, I'm still not gonna buy it. Still not gonna buy it. Ooh, it does work. Look. Turn the power up right there. I'm not sure what this one does. Is it getting hot? Oh, it's getting hot. Oh, it's getting hot. Doesn't look like it's barely used. So the recipe, get your recipe right. And some people got recipes in their head, in their mind. Recipes that will pass down through the generations. This recipe came from my great-great-great-grandmother. Well, this recipe come from my uncle. My uncle used to cook. You know what I'm saying? And then you got your dad. My dad used to cook. I'll give you some personal right now. My dad used to cook. My mama cooked too. When my dad cooked, he would use a special thing called like tiger sauce. We use weird things, man. That's where I get that thing. If you see in my old videos, in my videos from the cooking stage, on the cooking side of things, you'll see me do something with a bottle. I'm like, well, I'm just using just the top of the vinaigrette or the top of Italian dressing, because the oil comes up at the top. The other stuff has to the bottom. And then you pour that into your pan. And be like, yeah, I like that. It's a different thing that you're going for when you're cooking. It's a little bit of artistry. It's all about artistry. Yeah. It's all about artistry when you're doing cooking, because you're adding flavor and textures to something. You're adding flavors and textures to your particular recipe. Okay. Some people didn't have a written recipe back in the day. They might not have known how to write, how to read or write. They were illiterate to that particular society. They may be smart. They might be brilliant. They might be a genius. They didn't have to read to put things in the pot. Yeah. Some people got it by mind, in the mind, and they can just put it in there. They can just put it in there. They can just put it in there and it'll blow your mind what comes out of that pot when it's time to serve, when it's time to put that on the plate so you can consume it, right? But yeah, we're talking about recipes today. Recipe for success, the recipe for happiness, you saw that, the recipe for love. First thing I do. Yeah, I like hearing myself do that one. That's a song that people, when I perform that song, girls go out of their mind when they hear that song. They be like, what am I listening to? I like this guy. I like what he's singing. I like what he's saying. So I look at songs like a recipe. The recipe of songs and peace to the Taylors. I'm gonna go to Taylor family. Frederick Taylor, Paula Taylor, I can name them all. I can. Jeff Taylor. Jeff Taylor said something one day, and it made me think about things in a whole nother way. And I knew what he was talking about because I've been doing it for a while. So he said a song is like a good sandwich. Peace to Jeff Taylor, cool with my brother, my younger brother, who's gone on to the other level. They were in the Army and the Navy together. My man Jeff moved from the Navy to the Army. You can do that. I didn't know you could do that. You can move from one said institution to the other said institution in his military. That's cool. That is too cool. Jeff said one day, and his little brother said the same thing. The Taylor family, they had like 7, 8 brothers and sisters and stuff. They stayed a couple streets over. And they were cool with my family as well. deSz'e, my brother, and Jeff went on the buddy system of the military, where you and your buddy join the military and you go into the system. You do maybe basic training together, but they separate you. They separate you after that, and you lose kind of contact with the guy you went into the business with. You can see me on Facebook holding a fire with a hat on. That's my style. I did that. I made that one up. But I like fire. Woo, that fire. It's like a 3 pepper, like 3 peppers in there. And Arby's has got one like that too. And they put it in the cups now. So I guess it's fresher because I ate all 3 of them. So, yeah, the buddy system is okay, but yeah, you get separated. You can join the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Reserves with your spouse, with your cousin, with your your kinfolk, your friend, or whatever, eventually they're going to break you up. You'll be over here in Spain, the other guy's over here in Germany, the other guy's over here, your wife is over here in Colombia, you're over here in Guam. So they kind of mislead you a little bit. Now, recipes. Whoa! Hold on. You don't know what the end result of this is. You think you know, but you don't. Differential. Recipes can be differential. Where everybody don't get the same result. You got a formula, a chemistry to something, or you purvey it to others. Some of them ain't gonna get it. Some of them ain't gonna get it. Some ain't gonna get the same recipe. They're not gonna get it, even if they read it. You know, people have said that before. I did everything you said on the list. I did everything you said. I did everything you said. And it don't taste like the same thing you made at the restaurant or at that party. Put everything you said to put in there, and this recipe sucks. No. I was taught a recipe, and they left out one thing. Every time I did it, I was the best at that particular recipe. I was the best out of the whole group. I'm gonna take my shoes off. Favorite song, yeah. Favorite song by P-Funk, Parliament Funkadelic. That's my favorite song. And I got a bonus on that one. That's my homeboy, man. I like that dude, man. Huba Aswan. Gaswan. He stayed with me for a minute, and I was like, I played that song. Bam, 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 boom, 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 bam, 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 boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. You like, what the heck? I'm gonna take my shoes off. Boom, 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 get on. Boom, 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 boom. The recipe for funk will wake you up out of your sleep and slumber at any freaking time. You play that song at any time. That's better than Reveille. The Reveille for the Army or the Navy or whatever. That, you know, you hear that in the morning when you hear the chickens crow if you're on a farm. You hear the chickens doing that thing, the roosters roosting. Here comes the rooster. Yeah. You know he ain't gonna die. You know, hey man. But you hear that funk song, I don't care how weak or, that's probably what I need to use. Play that song when I feel like I'm down or I feel like I'm So well, I don't feel like doing this. Play that song, Parliament Funkadelic, because he's on Parliament's album, or it's on Funkadelic's album, or it's on the greatest hits, both of them. That's two different groups at the same time doing two different styles of funk. George Clinton was a mastermind. Yeah, he manipulated a lot of players in the group that didn't get their proper monies or they didn't get proper dues to certain things. Peace to Bernie Worrell, Junie Morrison, my man Gary, Gary go hard, man. Gary go hard. It was a lot of good players. The Parliament, the other spin-off group, the Brides of Funkenstein, so many groups that he had was all from the same group that all was still under the same umbrella. But the recipe for the music was to make you dance, make you shoes off, get on the floor. Boom, 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 boom. One nation under a groove, getting down just, yeah. It was a feet don't fail me now. Ha ha. Can I get it on the good foot? Good God. Can I get down? Something? I'm like, what kind of music is this, man? This ain't soul. This ain't rock. This ain't classical. This ain't jazz. This ain't fusion. This ain't pop. This is funk. They made something, having fun with a K. They made up a new side of everything. In the 70s, they just changed the whole game. In the 80s, they went even into the future with the funk. And then rap, hip-hop, sampled the funk. And I'm like, oh my goodness, we're going to keep going with this one. Because you hear EPMD, you hear all these other groups doing Roger and Parliament and George Clinton, and you're like, it's the same feeling. You're like, it's the same feeling. I always get the thing around you. Yes, I do. Cameo, all these different groups, Lakeside, funkin'. Everybody's jamming on the funk. It was the recipe that kept music going. What if we didn't have that whole recipe? And all we had was rock, pop, and soul, and rap. Rap wouldn't have been anything without the funk. I said it. Get mad at me. I already got one. Rebuttal. I gotta go battle somebody. I said something about the origin of hip hop, and my girl is from the Bronx, and her sister, she said, let me go tell my sister what you just said. Let's see what she got to say about that little, she gonna put you in your place. They from the Bronx. And I'm like, dude, I feel you. No, don't go wake up. No. I'm just telling you what was said. Tell you what was the argument was a whole year on YouTube talking about what this guy said. I didn't say it, but I understand it because I was in some of those corners and I know some of those people. But yeah, the ingredients. Me and P for that EPMD. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. The ingredients, EPMD. Man, Eric Sermon coming out saying that, I was like, so what you saying? buddy, and it's that Parliament stuff again. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. You know, Ice Cube using it, all these different rappers and artists using the funk. Kirk Franklin, same beat, same sample. Make me run back, I'm out to my mouth, turn my life around. Yeah, what it do? It, I've been thinking that I done turn my. Make me wanna sing, make me wanna play, until I wanna stop. Boom, boom, boom. Make me get my and stop. Boom, 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 boom. Got the victory. It's the funk. That's Parliament. Funkadelic. That's George Clinton. Transferred to rap, then to gospel. Probably one of the biggest gospel hits in the last 20 years, 30 years of lifetime of contemporary music. When he did that funk recipe with that gospel recipe, because you got voices stacked. The falsettos, the tenors, the bass, everybody. Not the victory, never get your thing. Stop. You be like, you doing the Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5 dance. You like, that was just beautiful. So we're talking about recipes, right? And that's what people are using still on certain songs, in certain groups, in certain chefs, certain chemistry guys, the scientists. It's recipe. Not for destruction, because you're gonna actually be gone. And they'll find out, oh, he was going by this. They put this in the Kool-Aid. That's where we got that don't drink the Kool-Aid from. Somebody put something in there. You shouldn't drink it because you don't know what's going to happen. So that's a recipe for destruction. Pay attention to your drinks. Don't leave your drinks around. That's something my mom would tell me. Don't leave your drink around at parties and such in public places. They say you got said cup and you're like, hey, I'm going to go to the restroom. You set your cup down. And then you go to the restroom, right? And you come back. You don't know what somebody put in there. You don't know what somebody might have done. They might not have done anything, but you better not drink out that cup again. Period. You left it in public. Take your cup with you. Take your plate with you if you have to. Don't come back to a plate. Because anything, arsenic, anything, they can put anything. There's, well, man, whatever they put in that baby oil stuff, I'm telling you, it can mess you up, bro. It can make you lose your mind. Even smoking after somebody. You don't know what's in that. Could have been dipped in formaldehyde, which is called sherm stick. There's a recipe for things that you smoke, things that you ingest. It's in a pipe or whatever. If you don't know what's put in there and where the ingredients come from, you should stay away. Just because you're good with somebody or cool with somebody, doesn't mean you're supposed to eat or drink or smoke or inhale or sniff or apply to your skin, you shouldn't be doing any of that with people that you know or don't know. You don't know what they're up to. You don't know what the end result's going to be unless you saw this and you know where it came from and you know what's being put in there. Even tobacco, same thing. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what it is. In foods, drugs, beverages. And then there's another category, which is going to say ETC, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. Yeah, you can be a victim of something. And that's it, man. We did it. My last particular point is spaghetti. They will say don't. Well, they will say watch out. Watch out when a woman feeds you spaghetti, lasagna type of thing, or a pasta thing. Maybe from the South, the southern states, where sometimes the voodoo is introduced or practiced. They can put a hex on you and put all these things into a pot. Oh, we throw some this and we throw some of that in there. Oregano, some this, a drop of blood. A drop of blood. When you ingest this and eat this, they've cast a spell on that recipe. And said person eats that dish on a plate. You be like, man, I don't feel right. I don't feel the same. I'm always broke. I ain't got no money. Everything's coming back. People are spitting in my face every day. She had a recipe for a spell to put on you or he. And you have been had. You are part of a spell, under a spell. Got a song about it. Yeah. Under a spell, they got you. They got you. It's a sneak tip. They had the hidden recipe. In spaghetti. You don't know what's going on. You go to a witch doctor or something, or a palm reader, or or your pastor, or your preacher, your faith doctor. They say, son, you've been put under a spell. You've been cursed. Why would she do that? Or why would he do that? Or why would they do that? Or why would my company do that? Or why would anybody do that to manipulate you, son? To make you a doll. The voodoo doll, that's crazy too. So yeah, spaghetti. So this is the end of this program. We're talking about receipts and recipes. Recipes and receipts. We'll get a couple more receipts in. Okay? Just because you got a receipt on somebody don't mean that that's the state of mind they're in. That's not what they're doing nowadays. That's not, the product has changed. Over 90 days, that product is aged. You can still return it. The product is aged. It's not the same product. You open the box. There's an open box fee now. You return it. That lessens the money you're getting back. Or they will exchange it and they'll just give you equal or lesser what until you get to that level. They won't give you the money back. Oh, you better go get some more product. We selling cake. And if you don't like cake, we got pie. I like when I did that yesterday. We got cake, and then we got pie. So if you like the cake, good. If you don't like the cake, we got pie. If you don't like the pie, we got cake. Cake is what we got, okay? That's what we sell, cake. You don't like that? You can have some cake. Eat the cake, anime. So, hey, man, that's where it is. Number 10 to 8. We skip a number today. 6420. That's the end of this program. I enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. Thanks for coming through. This was about recipes and receipts. It don't mean the same, man. All recipes ain't the same, man. All receipts ain't the same. It's a different amount. But don't you like when they get the recipe right? Yeah, that's the end of the show. Yeah. End of the program, end of the podcast, end of the session, end of the live, end of this interaction. Don't you like it when they get it right? They give you the right, all this chicken curry, or this goat curry, or this rice and curry, or this tamales. Hard to make. Angel food cake. A little more difficult than a regular cake. You gotta use all egg whites. And they get it right. You ordered it or you asked for it and they did it right. And they gave you a receipt, right? And any said restaurant or fast food establishment. And here's a suggestion box. If I've got the receipt and I ate at your place earlier that day or just a while ago, can I just scan that receipt? Or just say, give me the regular, like they used to say back at the old diners and such. Hank, you coming in, Hank? What's going on, Hank? You having a good day? Well, you want the regular today? They knew what you wanted, right? Because you order the same thing every day. They got the recipe right. Nowadays, I got the receipt. I ordered it with extra cheese, or extra onions, or extra mustard, extra mayonnaise, well done, my meat well done, extra veggies. I want my onions regular and I want them sauteed or grilled. I want grilled onions and regular onions. I want the crunch and the slivery type thing. It's all written on the receipt, right? So I should be able to, where's the barcode for the receipt? So I can just do it again. You don't have to know what I want to order again. All you got to do is put it up to the screen. Boop. Scanner. Boop. Person. And they see one or two numbers and they can hit that number and the cook is already making your order. Or your phone or your electronic device has that order on there. You say, do it again. It's a do it again button. Do it again. I want 20 of those. Do it again. That's 20 more. That's just like that. You want butter on the crust of the pizza. So the crust is soft on the outside. So you can eat that too. Or dip it in your sauce. You can dip it in your sauce. Yeah, I'm the prop master on this platform. I got props. I have props. I wanted to be a prop master. Let's go with the bonus number 1. I wanted to be a prop master. That was that was a suggestion box. That last part I just said, that was called a suggestion box. Things you would want companies to do that might be too much like right. Okay? So, here's my bonus. I need a rewind button too. When I'm doing a live, I can rewind, hear that one piece so I can know what I was about to go into. The bonus is not written down. The bonus is not. We got the suggestion box with the receipts. Do it again. Do it again. Or, hey, I just ordered a couch set with the electronics and such with my surround sound. I want the same thing in my other house. I want the same thing in another room. I got 3 sons. My 3 sons, I want them all to have that setup. So how can I order one and just boom, 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 duplicate it? At different times though. Not at one time. I might not have all the money at one time. One son might not be old enough to adjust to that style. When he gets older, I can show you the same receipt and you scan it. Oh, thank you, sir. Here we go. It'll be there Tuesday. And you got it. Suggestion box. The bonus was, I done ran right from the bonus. Ran from the bonus. I'm trying to find my spot. Bonus is, I don't know what the bonus is. Oh boy. I tell you, one experience. We're talking about recipes and receipts. I did receipts at the last part. I counted down with the numbers, space in between. I do something different every day, every time. My recipe is being different. My recipe is going against the grain. My secret to the way I win, the way I get mine. I'm not conventional. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'll do it for a minute, but I'm not happy. I'm not wearing that uniform every day. No, I am not clocking in every day. No, I will not. I know what I'm not, but I am going to keep it funky. Everything I do is going to be funky. I'm going to keep it fly and fresh and cool. I'm going to try new patterns. This is not a yellow shirt. This is more like an orange type thing. These are red pants. You've seen these probably in other videos. Somehow I fixed the zipper or whatever. Where it won't drop, whatever. These are Dickies. I change my shoes. Sometimes I wear different color socks. Sometimes just odd socks. It's just me. I'm a different dude. Sometimes I will find a remedy or a mix that I like. Well, I'll mix this with this, and I'll take that. Hopefully I'll be better. Somebody said about, on this platform, was talking about mix the so-and-so fluid with coffee grains. It keeps the flies and the mosquitoes away and the bugs. I'm like, okay, this is different. This is different. Tried it. They came around. But they didn't stay away. I'm like, man, I got this recipe wrong. And that was for keeping bugs away. So there's recipes to everything, man. Everything. There's a receipt. Hopefully you're getting a receipt. And hopefully you're not upset when you ask for a receipt before you even do what you're doing. And they don't give you the receipt at the end. Or they forget. Or the computer's broke. Or the printer's out of paper. Sometimes, man, sometimes I want to, sometimes I just have to let it go, man, and run on. I got the victory. I made it through, and I did it. And sometimes, man, sometimes. Somebody's recipe can be so good that you try to eat the whole dish, the whole pan, the whole platter. That's a heck of a recipe right there. And that recipe is a receipt mentally. You're like, who cooked this? Who? He didn't. She didn't. They didn't. They did that. You did that. You did that because I'm still eating. And I remember my glands, my taste buds, all that. My body feels good. I feel good. My skin, everything. My mind is aware that we just got served something good to where I'm like, who did that? Who was that master chef? Who made them fries? Them French fries are good. Them ain't regular fries. What'd you do to them French fries? You breaded them. So yeah, that's a little extra right there, man. Extra point. We're gonna call that extra point where we go back in on the title. We go back in on the theme or the topic. We'll call it an extra point. I kicked that ball in the goal post like this. I kicked that one in. I got 2 extra points. I got an extra point, extra 1 point. One more suggestion box. If you kick the football in a game, or you kick soccer ball in the game of football from 60 feet, that's an extra point. That's an extra point. You get an extra point for that one. I already said about a half court in basketball. No, you get an extra point, G. You get an extra point than the points that you get. You get an extra one for that. That's extra effort. That's extra skill. That's a heck of a effort. I mean, a heck of a attempt. And you like, you done kicked it there and it went right in the goal. Right in the goal from one part of the field to the other. Yeah, that's a special point. It's called them special points. 4 points, 3 points, or even more. You get a point for holding one in golf. You hit that ball and that ball goes in that hole so many feet, so many yards, so many miles, or whatever, half a mile. You, boom, swing. And that ball goes up and it, look, holding one, you get an extra point, man. That's odd. How did you see that from there? How did you land that into that hole? Hole in one. So there it is, man. We did it. We're out of here. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate the camaraderie. Thanks for me saying that 3 times in this particular podcast. Thanks for my child. What's her name? Shirley Pepsi or what? Thanks for my child. Man, I love that song. That was a one-hit wonder, I think. And I think she had one more hit. But yeah, that was a cold song at that time. There was a lot of babies getting born out of wedlock. It was not the recipe for marriage to have a baby and you're not married. That was a common thing back in the day. They didn't like, that was unwanted pregnancy. That was the recipe for being married. You have to be on the same accord. You go to the same church, same belief system. You honor that other partner. You be honest to each other. You grow with each other. Raise kids to each other. There's no divorce. You work it out. Your differences, your problems, your secrets, your thoughts, your thought patterns, your habits. You change and adjust certain things so that other person is comfortable with you. The recipe for marriage, love and marriage. It got broken up over the years, and it got broken up even more in the later years. Because now, it's so messed up that now marriage is dating. Who changed the recipe on that one? I don't know who did it first. Was it Demi? My grandmother? No, who did that? You be with somebody for a minute and then you go be with somebody else. Then you go be with somebody else. And then you go be with somebody else. Could have well been just poly. But that's not accepted by the masses. Oh, okay. It's a different recipe, right? Okay. Different understanding. Whole different style. And that was in the Bible, baby. Don't be mad at me. That was in the Bible. That was in the Bible, man. And you looked up to him and you quote scriptures from a guy who had. Okay? Stop. I'm going to flick that on me. They had a different recipe then. I'm going to the old recipe in a little bit. Okay? I want to learn how to cook hot water cornbread like grandmama used to do it. I really enjoyed hot water cornbread. Salmon croquet. Okay? 7-Up cake. This is a different bonus. So we're going to call this a different bonus. What did I make one day for my nieces, the girls? I call them the girls. made for my nieces, Brooke and Brayley. I did that for them, and they said, what we having for dinner tonight, Uncle deSz'e? I'm like, tonight we're having spaghetti and peas. No, it was called macaroni. It's called macaroni, like macaroni and cheese. But it was macaroni and peas. There's still cheese in it, but macaroni and peas. The combination made my eyes bleed. It was beautiful. Word up, Raekwon. It was beautiful. Taste, the texture. The peas were soft. I cooked the peas separately and put them into the macaronis. I have a different style of cooking. Also Gunthem style. I'm trying to do it differently than all y'all. I'm trying to get a desired effect. And when them girls ate that, they was like, it was all thumbs up, man. They loved it. I loved it. Everybody loved it. I'm like, macaroni and peas. Because it's usually macaroni and cheese, right? Macaroni and peas. The peas made it even more healthier. Because you just pasta, starchy. Thanks for checking me out, man. If you check me out on the replay, please put a 1 in the, or if you made it to the end of this video, I'm going to take a little bit from my lady friend Tracy's Local Learnings when she says, if you made it this far in the video, put such and such in. Put a 1 in there if you heard what I'm saying about recipes and receipts. Put a 1 if you know what I'm talking about. Just let me know you heard what I said. I know my voice is different right now. This is all I got to use, baby. I gotta make it do what it do, baby. I gotta make moves. Never, ever, ever pull a fake move. I gotta put it down. And I gotta put it in. That's just me. I gotta go with what I got. I might be bigger and broader in about a couple months, but I might sound better in a couple months. But right now is right now. So this is a timestamp going into the future. This ain't dated. It's going to the future. Appreciate your attention. Thanks for checking me out. It gets better from here. I will have the music and all that stuff, all the little amenities and addendums and stuff, add-ons. I will do that in a minute. Right now, let me get these thoughts off. Get these remedies and old wives' tales and urban legends out. But I'm not Simon Says do this and do that. So if I say something, disclaimer. If I say something, take it with a grain of salt. So yeah, and you can take it hard too. You can go straight to that and make it what you make it and have the same results. And maybe even expound upon a receipt or a recipe. Add something. Add a gratuity to a receipt. How much do you want to tip? 10%, 15%, 1%? Oh, you want to leave no tip? $100 tip? Period. Every time he tips $100. He doesn't do the 15, 20%. He just gives you $100. If the order's over $300 and he's buying for the group, and the order's over 300. He has his own logic of how he peels it out. You can expound upon that. Expound upon a recipe. Expound upon a recipe. Add a little oregano. Add a little cayenne pepper. Add a little whipping cream. Add a little Italian seasoning. Add a little turmeric. Add a little ginger. Ground ginger. Add a little. Add a little. And add a little. Yeah. We did it, man. We're here. We're here. I hope you heard me. And I hope you feel me on this. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate the like as well. I'm gonna do one more thing, and I'm out. Appreciate y'all, man. This has been good. I did what I said I was gonna do. I did the best I could do. I was dreaming when I wrote this. Daydreaming. I'm thinking of you. So hey, I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for her. I'm doing it for me. Peace. We'll talk to y'all in a minute. I come on at 5 in the mornings, 5 in the evenings, Central Standard Time. This is our 6th week, and we're going into 7. There it is. 7 weeks, 2 days. 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the evening, Central Standard Time. Check it out. Yeah, that's something I wrote a long way back. Might have been 98, 97, somewhere in there, when I wrote that particular song. And that makes sense because that's all I had was 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the, I was saying different times. But now it's 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening. Check out my email address. Get on my email address. I know I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Got more stuff coming out. And I want you to check it out. I want you to be enlightened or encouraged by some of the things that I'm doing on these particular programs. So you will see more on the email list. The link is in the description. I am deSz'e. This has been Scrap TV. And sometimes I do it without the Scrap TV logo. So I'm not leaning on that. This is me, the essence, the ebb and flow. I'm bringing it to you, man. deSz'e and flow. Peace.